The daily rituals in the classroom include there's a countdown on the board as to how many days there are left till the next Star Wars movie, or a Marvel movie, or Doctor Who episode. I have something called the Stupid Quote and the Smart Quote calendars. This was a tradition started by a former student. She thought for sure something I said would have been in a Stupid Quote calendar. That goes back a couple decades, actually, and then just a few years ago they started the Smart Quote calendar. And so it's kind of a nice way to reinforce what the date is for the students, and also get them thinking and hopefully even laughing. All right, I sponsor the Science Fiction Club, which I was in when I was a student here a million years ago. And I also sponsor the CCA, the Comics, Cartooning, and Animation Club. Science Fiction Club right now has been focusing on watching movies. We actually got done watching all of the Marvel movies in order, leading up to the most recent Avengers Infinity War. But we watched them not in release order, but the order of, if you were living in their universe, how would it look? So you start with Captain America, because that was set in the 40s, and you go on from there. That was a lot of fun. That was like 2 years we spent on that. The resident historian, yes. It was a job that I trained for under my predecessor, Dr. Paul Carlson, who was the second resident historian of Maine Township. He not only was a student here, but he came back to teach our record-setting 50 years. And that's why his portrait's on the Wall of Honor outside the auditorium there. But the main duty, I think, is to conduct tours to alumni when they come back, usually around homecoming time. And the size of the groups can vary greatly. So, as small as 4 and as large as 60. But I'm also a keeper of all the Lens yearbooks. I have a personal collection of all Lens yearbooks, and some of the annuals and the quills that were printed before this building opened in 1929, and going through the pioneers, doing local historical research like that. I would love to get everything digitized and online someday. Give you an impression of one of my favorite characters. Is this going to be posted on the internet?
No.
Swear to me!